I'm not finished with it. I've taken, I don't know how long, maybe 3 months already on this map. Maybe 4 months. I don't know. Forgot when I started. These are, you tell me what they are. The land of my ancestors here, Iberia. The Pyrenees, Ebro River. There's not enough space to put more of the Balearic Islands. Los Baleares. This is Sardinia, Corsica, Italia. So as you can see, the level of realism is much greater than in the other ones. Let's look at, I think this is, I forgot what it's called, but I checked and there are islands there. So this would be what is this? Where am I? Oh, this is Sumatra. So this is Christmas Island here. Java, viable, realistic. Bali. Here you see Borneo. I included a river here and a river there, so it's more interesting and useful for harboring ships and protecting them. I even put this elevated river here. Of course, ships can't go upstream this way, however, it's not a big deal to include it in this map. And if I ever want to make it more realistic, I can edit it so that this is land. But I like to have ships going down like this, it's fun. So this is the Strait of Malacca. As you can see, it is very narrow, unlike the other ones where there is no strait to speak of. Here's Sumatra. As you can see, Sumatra is huge. This is a map of the world, and yet Sumatra has plenty of land to reach maybe even the Imperial Age from the Dark Age. And that's what I'm talking about. This is what I want in a world map. This level of realism and size. And so that's why I had to do it myself. So this would be Singapore. Singarich. The Malay Peninsula. This took so long to do. Here you see islands most people don't even know exist, but they exist. And this is Siam, which was originally Angkor Lands. This is the Tonle Sap Lake, which connects to the Mekong. So this is perfect for a tower, and it's very nice. By the way, right now I am over here. This is where I live right now. Donde la vida no vale nada. So the Mekong actually extends all the way from Tibet, but I cannot depict that without sacrificing space in Myanmar, which looks very much like it should, insofar as it could. I think this is called the something Wadi or something. I forgot the name of this river. But it looks like a valley, which Myanmar has plenty of, so it feels like you are in Myanmar. At least I feel this way. Now this is one of the best details of the map. When you go into Bangladesh, which has enough space for a town center, and you go to the east, you see that the Ganges connects to this and this. This is the Brahmaputra, and it connects to the, I think it's called Yarlung Tsangpo or something like that. The Tibetan river, very elevated, so it's very realistic. And it's awesome because here you can have armies marching right under the waterfall. It would be pretty epic. Meanwhile, here you have Sichuan. Sichuan is like a bowl, So it's surrounded by mountains, it's defined by mountains, and as you can see, there they are. Mountains on all sides, just like it's supposed to be. And it's a very nice place nestled in Western China, the definition of Western China. And you know, I care about climate, so I make sure that the climate is correct. This would be Mount Everest. This represents Mount Everest, and it does look higher than other mountains, and it feels epic. Fighting around it with elephants and stuff, imagine that. So here you see the Ganges River, which is not polluted in this map, because when I play as India, there is no Hinduism. I don't allow satanic shit in my kingdom. So here you see this isn't necessary, you can edit it, but to help the computer navigate through the world, I have to give them some bridges here and there. So I did that ahead of time. So Rajasthan, Gujarat, I forgot the name of this one. So this is the Deccan Plateau. As you can see, it is a plateau, it is elevated. And Mumbai or Bombay is around here somewhere. Forgot if it was this one or north. So this would be Goa, somewhere around here. Malabar Coast. Los Juegos Malabares son de aquí. And Ceylon, or Sri Lanka. It looks like it's supposed to, and I took painstaking effort to make it look like it's supposed to. You see this pattern, you can see it in the map, and a little river implied, so it's more interesting and it helps to make for defense and whatnot. And then you have the Punjab. The Punjab is awesome here. There's an actual island in the Indus River, which makes for great situations for defense or shenanigans. And here, I don't actually like the word shenanigans, but it fits. So the Punjab here, the 5 rivers land. I cannot depict all 5 rivers, no space for that, so 2 will do. This is Afghanistan, and it looks like Afghanistan. So there's desert and there's snow. Of course, there's this transitional zone, so it's not entirely absurd. Now, if you can do better than this, let me know, because how can you do better than this? How can you depict the snow-capped mountains and also the desert lower lands? You cannot. This has to be the way it is. And then over here you see the valleys. One of them is the Fergana Valley. I forgot the name of the other one. It looks really, really epic. Look how high it is. It gives you that feeling of looking down from a very tall place. And then the Aral Sea with an island. I love little islands. Let's look at Mongolia. So here is Mongolia. These are the Altai Mountains. And this river extends into Siberia. A little drop over here. And there's plenty of space here in the Ural Mountains. And this is I forgot what it's called, Novaya Zilmia, I think it's called. Later I learned Russian, God willing, and Mongolian. So the Lake Baikal cannot fit entirely, but here it is, and it's pretty nice. And here's plenty of space for the Mongols. Now this part here was extremely difficult to recreate, so I had to make do with this compromise, where it looks more or less like it's supposed to, but it's not really accurate. Here's Balkhash, and I found out there's a lake here. I'm running out of time, so let me hurry up. This is the Ordos Loop. I love this area. I flew over it when I went to China. I went to Asia for the first time. And this is Xi'an, right? Xi'an. I think that's what they call it. Ancient Chinese capital, maybe. I think it was a capital. They had various capitals, different times. And then here you have what would be Beijing. around here, and this is Manchuria. And Korea looks like Korea. Look at this. Look at Japan now. Kyushu, Shikoku, Honshu. It doesn't all fit, but it's better because it's more realistic when it looks realistic like this than to fit it in and then it doesn't look realistic from the distortion. So this is Shanghai and the Yangtze going to Sichuan. In the south, the Pearl River, Hong Kong Island, or what do we call it, Hainan, Dai Viet lands, Champa lands, we were here already. Let's see the Philippines. Here's where the Spanish beat samurais, and then Manila. Oh, this took so long to create, but look at this, Palawan, Cebu, Negros, Samar, Mindanao, the Spice Islands. Here there are some other islands further east. Now, Africa, I'm still working on it, but here's what you got so far. Plenty of space in Somalia, Ethiopia, I love Ethiopia, Lake Tana, and it goes down into the Nile, keeps going on and on and on. Here's the Holy Land, Cyprus, Crete, Greece. For the Byzantines, you got this. Russia. Here you have where Moscow would be. So I learned some geography. Moscow is actually between rivers, I think. Here is Scandinavia. Again, I have not finished this map, but this is what I got so far. It looks epic. The fjords look like fjords, so it can feel like fjords. You can feel like Vikings if you play as the Vikings. And let me show you. This is Stockholm, so you can just waltz right in to make it easier for the villagers to bring resources in. But it looks like Stockholm. Stockholm is actually an archipelago area. I have learned. The Baltic area. Here you see where St. Petersburg would be, and then Latvia, etc. Here you see Poland. Germany here. This is the Elbe River, the Alps, and then this is the this is the Rhine? What is it called? No, this is the Elbe. This is the Rhine. This is the Elbe. And this is the Elbe. This is the Rhine. This is the Sun, the Paris River. In other words, Normandy, Aquitania, Iberia I've already shown, Canary Islands, and Africa. The Po River Valley has more space, so you can actually put Milan. Milan fits here, Venice fits here, or here. And in Switzerland you can actually have a place. So that's my map, and this is what I have of America so far. Again, I have a lot of work to do, but I can already tell it's way better than any other map that I have seen.